Yes, sir. Chat popped out over here. Few things going on there. Get this back up here. Let me. Get this shared out real fast. Ay, 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 ay. Fast. Mm-hmm. Man, it's weather implications here. Let me get this up real quick while you guys can probably read that, whoever, right? This is the weather, right? So real quick while I get this shared up and out. Okay. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Man, I had one going yesterday, man. That was man, it was crazy yesterday. I had one going so nice. I picked the wrong damn play. What's up, King Corbin? How you doing, man? How you doing? Uh, let's see. Uh, hmm. Okie dokie. Oh, I'm good. I'm good, man. What's up, Bacon? Um, Throwbacks. You won 30 last night. That's what's up. I had won 30. I think I won 25 on a man. I went 5 for 6 and I won 25 on that one, man. And I pushed the wrong fucking play. I had all demons up there, man. Um Crazy. You picked up Soto because he was hot and yeah, he got cold yesterday. Yeah, he got cold. Yep, all $5 for sure, for sure. I missed some. Man, tell me about it, man. Hey, I miss some. I miss some. Them parlays, the basketball parlays, man. I miss some by one, all types of shit, man. Straight up. Got tunnel vision. I'm supposed to, man. My boy, I kept telling y'all, man. Keep telling y'all. We're talking about this guy for 2 years, man. Yanier Diaz, man. Straight up. At home versus righties. This man is a killer. He's starting to hit righties on the road, too. Hit 2 home runs last night, man. Crazy, man. Mm, 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 mm. 2 home runs last night. I'm steady wrestling with uh I'm steady wrestling with Jordan, and I just fucking forgot, man. Forgot all about my guy, man. Straight up. Forgot all about my guy, bro. Straight up. Chalkboard is on Android now. I'm gonna have to look into that, man. Let me download this shit, man. What kind of shit they got? What kind of shit they got, man? They got an interface. Do they have an interface? They got a promo or something too. Download this shit. Okay. What is it? What is it? Throwbacks. Toss it down there for me. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's up, everyone? What's going on, Daniel Berry? What kind of sports highlights do you do, man? What do you do, guy? My guy? I'm gonna check you out. Just kidding. They don't have public. Do they have an interface here? Daniel Berry Sports. What do you do, bro? Mm, what is this chalkboard? Okay. They don't have interface, a web interface. All right. Okay. All right. It's mobile only. All right, for sure. For sure. All right. So today, man, I'm a little bit later than than I want to be right now, and we don't really like a lot that's going on, but it's something that's going on, but it don't really like a lot, but it's something that's going on, right? Whatever, however you want to take that. But weather-wise here, Kansas City Royals at Baltimore, as in other East Coast games, the rain has been trending lighter. They still may need a late start and have to play through some showers, but it seems more doable than it looked this morning. Um, mm, Cincinnati and Philly. There's still a lot of rain around Philly, but the latest models have it coming in much lighter during game time. I'm starting to think they managed to play through some off and on light showers. Uh, Detroit and New York Mets. Raining all day, eventually tapering off tonight. They could maybe late start and let things dry out a bit, then play at 9 p.m. or so, assuming the field is okay. Atlanta and Chicago. Rain likely clears before first pitch. Cold temps versus winds blowing out to center at 15 to 20 miles an hour. I'll take the temps in that battle and call it better pitching weather than hitting weather. Interesting take right there. That's an interesting take. Um, New York Yankees at Arizona. Roof open with light winds and a temperature around 70 degrees. It shouldn't play too different from it being closed. Okay, so that's similar. Now we got Wayne weather implications, man. So I guess right. So yesterday we seen some interesting weather concerns when it came to the books with the Atlanta thing, right? So definitely need to always, always. If you have to wait till later on, a lot of these games don't come on till later on. If you have to wait till later on, do that, right? Do that. If you got to wait till later on, do that, right? To get a definite on his weather. You could come back here. Here's Kevin Roth. I keep telling you guys this. You go to his page. He'll have a link. It'll say rotogrinders.com. Search for the link. Boom. Click on it, and it'll take you right here, right? So he's a meteorologist. He does this for us, right? Basketball, baseball, football, not basketball, but football and outdoor sports. Now, a lot of my bats didn't look at a lot of bats right now. I glanced over some, but I didn't really nail things down. I'm just doing this on the fly right now because I'm got kind of busy and I'm getting ready to get back busy. Don't know what I'll do for basketball to later on. I don't know, but had a good fantasy night on Blanco at low on. Ooh, you call Blanco? Ah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play some DFS, man. Yep, I ain't been playing no DFS, but I'm just about ready. But yeah, I'm gonna play some, and that helps me keep balance. I usually do a hybrid GPP uh cash lineup and just play it in GPPs and run it through cash. Something hybrid like with cash with a little upside. You know what I mean, Z's. But yeah, I'll probably do something like that. Probably put some in cash because it is what it is, right? However, it's Dinger Tuesday on the books, and that's that. A lot of hits, runs, and RBI plays hit yesterday, a ton of them, and you have to got to play them straight. You got to play them straight. And then you're gonna have to live with your wins and live with your losses, man. It's just like DFS, man. It's a stacking. I use it as a stacking strategy. Uh, I use it as a stacking strategy. Last night, let me show you how I did it. Similar like a stacking strategy last night, right? I took let's see. I don't know if I did I didn't post it, but I did put it up on my YouTube channel, right? I didn't post it, right? But I did put it up on my YouTube channel uh, in the community section there. So let's see. I had, oops, I thought I posted it. I did not. I did not. I did not post it. Well, I went 4 for, fuck it, man. It don't even fucking matter, right? That's old news. Let's talk about right now. Fuck it. I thought I posted it somewhere. Maybe, maybe not. Um, yep. Anyway, I went 4 for 5, all goblins, demons, I mean, and Flores. I thought it was a single. No, I thought it was total bases. It was a half, and it ended up being a single. And guess what he does? Go out there and hits a fucking home run, right? That's crazy. So I took the hits, runs, and RBIs over 2.5 for the first 4 Dodgers batters. They all got there, right? All the way down to Will Smith. And then 2 other plays. Either way, I went 5 for 6. But like I said, that paid out $25. That's neither here nor there. Now, today, first game on the docket, Minnesota Twins at Milwaukee Brewers here. So I was digging in, right? I was digging. I've been digging in this game here, and couldn't really. Now, Varland and Eunice, right? I know that Eunice probably had a little K stuff working for him, things of that nature. You guys got anything for these games? Let me know. I don't have a lot for a lot of these games, but I was digging into a little bit of the bats versus Varland, which they haven't faced him, but I was looking at some of the pitches. You know what I'm saying? I usually look at the top 2 pitches that the pitcher throws or something like that and try to make something of it. I could have been reaching, whatever the case may be, but let's see who's in these lineups first. since this is the first game. It's the island game. It's the first game here. Let's see what we got. So Frelick, Contreras, Yelich, um, Hoskins down there, Adames, Bowers, whatever the case may be. Julian, Kurloff, Buxton, Kepler, Correa. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. In baseball, your favorite player, pitcher, whatever can go over for whatever for a long time. You know what I'm saying? That all the numbers can line up, look great, and still will sell. You know what I'm saying? So that's the risk you run with baseball. I advise you guys to keep it low, and exercise the straights, man. Exercise the straights. Twins are 2-1. Brewers are 3-0. Twins open up as the favorites. Now Brewers open up at they're at the favorites right now. Now, was looking at a few pictures and stuff like this. I was still looking at it, still stuck on Rhys Hoskins right now. But the sample size I don't like for him, right? So Varlin, looking at that four seamer and that cutter, we all know he's a righty. So that four seamer and that cutter, I was looking at it as well for a few guys, right? So let me see. I was looking at it first. Let's take a Sal, right? Let's take a look at Sal Freeland. Versus that, what was that? A sinker and a, what was it at again? God damn. Been looking at this shit all day. It was a full seam and a cutter, right? Full seam and a cutter. Full seam and a cutter, right? So let's check this out. Let's see. Full seam and a cutter. Let's go with the right-handed there. Let's go back to 2023, okay? Full seamer here. We got a batting average of 305, slugging 475. WOBA, K percentage at 21. Expected batting average at 274, 369 slugging. I could get down with him with a hit or whatever the case may be. So, the full seamer. Y'all know my memory ain't shit, man. The full seamer and the what? The cutter, right? The cutter, right? My memory is terrible. So the cutter in 2023, he was at the 24 plate appearances. He was batting average at 471, slugging at 882, 608 WOBA, 12.5 K percentage. Only 24 plate appearances, I guess, versus that pitch or whatever the case may be. But, it is what it is. Expected batting average at 278. So it's around the same. Expected batting average around the same from that full seamer and that cutter. So those are a couple of pitches that I could probably get down with. You feel me? With him. Then looking at where the fuck was I looking at? Yelich here. He looked okay. He looked okay versus that pitch as well. You know what I'm saying? So most of the time, this is how I look at some of these things, man. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. Right? Just looking at some of these guys from these pictures, you know what I'm saying? What was that? The four-seam fastball, 2023, Yelich, batting average 331, slugging 590, 447 WOBA. Expected batting average was 332 versus that pitch, slugging at 561, expected slugging, hard hit. Everything looked good right there. I ain't gonna lie. Then what was that? Boy, y'all gonna get mad at me. Okay, cutter, right. 55 plate appearances versus that one for him. And 340 batting average, slugging 489, 306 expected batting average, expected slugging versus that pitch at 475. So I definitely like him, right? And then I looked at Contreras as well. You know what I'm saying? Just being curious. I always target Contreras versus right hand batters. Baseball kid, what's up, baseball kid? I know you know something. Help me out here. Help me out, man. You can teach me something. Hey, look though. I was looking at Wilson Contreras as well, man, and then he kind of likes that pitch, but I usually target Contreras versus lefties. I love Contreras versus lefties. Is that him or his brother? Actually, that's probably his brother. No, that's him. That's him. That's him. I like him versus lefties, right? His brother too. They both like lefties. So going back to what's that? 220, 2023. That four seamer. 339. Slugging 516, all the good stuff right there. K percentage at 23. Expected batting average of 279, 489, and the hard hit was at 61. And then, boy, y'all gonna the cutter, right? Yeah. So, um, the cutter was sitting there at only about 45 plate appearances, but you know, expected batting average versus that cutter though was at 333, 57. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, he got a little power coming behind it. Those were the three bats that I looked at. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I was busy, man. So I really looked at that first game. And I know there's faster ways of doing this, but man, it takes that. It takes that, right? So I was looking at those three batters. And I do run like a stacking method. That's how they score in baseball. You know what I'm saying? That's how it scored. That's why hits, runs, and RBI props are so important for me. We do have a 8.5 over under in this spot here. I'm touching on this game because it's the first game I'm getting ready to just blow through the rest of these games, right? But I'm touching on this one because it's the first game. No weather implications here. Another thing I was looking at here was I just trying to go through similar processes, man. You know, go through some of these processes that I go through so you guys can know, man. Like I said, I'm not here to try to shove picks down your throat. I could be doing something wrong. You guys can correct me, you know what I'm saying? Or you guys can help me. You know what I'm saying? It's a community at the end of the day. These are not picks. I don't just throw things down you guys' throat. But it's sometimes I might be researching this shit and I've been and fell asleep, man, because especially at work, I work all night. I work overnight, 12-hour shifts. So this is not easy to do, right? And in the future, I will be doing recordings, man. You know, so please sub, hit the like button, and hit the notifications bell so you know every time I upload, and then you can catch the recordings. So back to where I was, right? Filtering this to I would look at Junis, right? I think I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like to bet K's, but it'll be man. I won't be confident into betting my K's until I won't be confident in betting the K's. I ain't the best, bro. I wish I was. Y'all the best. Appreciate it. No problem, Z's. Hey, I wouldn't be confident in betting my K's until I don't know, man. Eunice, let's take a look at Eunice. Jakob Eunice. What did he do in the spring training? How about game? No. Spring. Whoops. Oops. Game log. Okay, now we have some fucking problems here because I'm in this view and it won't let me fucking do what I'm trying to do, right? Mm, there we go. I gotta go around clockwise. All right, so he pitched two innings here, four innings, um, three strikeouts, four strikeouts. Um, Jonas, his strikeout prop is sitting at what? Jonas. 4.5 right there. Uh, I couldn't probably. I don't know, right? Um, Looking at some of his game logs from last year. Mm, game logs from last year. Let's see. He was with San Francisco. Okay. He was one of those. San Francisco, they man, they ran more bullpens than I could even fucking imagine, right? Zach, I like Zach. I like Zach for sure. I like Zach. They ran more bullpen games than I can imagine, so I can't even take nothing out of this. I might temper my expectation on his strikeouts. Okay, that's what I'm probably going to end up doing, and a few other things, right? But this team will strike out. Minnesota did strike out. Will strike out, right? I want to say, yeah, they will strike out, right? So it is what it is, right? So those bats, I was looking at those bats for sure. Um, Farland, right? Hmm. Let's take a look at some of his splits, right? Garland, home and away, about the same ERA versus lefties versus righties. Especially his worst versus righties at a 275 batting average there. So that's what he does versus righties. Looking at these averages on the road versus lefties, but on the road versus righties, he's pitching a little bit worse. 6 home runs on the road versus righties. What's some of these advanced numbers here? K percentage. K percentage, I guess 28% versus lefties, 23 versus righties. Home and away. Away versus lefties is 29% with last year K rate, and then nope. Wait. Yeah. And then on the road versus righties, his K rate was sitting at 22%. So um, I think that's Contreras. Contreras, he does strike out. What's up, sub? He does strike out. So but I mean, he's in an okay spot versus those pitches that he throws. Don't know if he switched it up this year. I could probably wouldn't looked at that, but since this that first game, those are the best that I'm looking at, right? Um, hmm. The Minnesota bats, I didn't really dig deep off into them. I thought I seen, yeah, Flashpoint said he liked Carlos Correa in this matchup here. So I couldn't talk you off of that, right? He said he liked Correa. Any other the bats that you want to get to, be my guest, right? Now, just a brief like run through. I mean, I couldn't have I couldn't nail down things right here in this Kansas City game here. As for the books here, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lean towards the over, right? Not an official play, but I'm gonna lean towards the over. I might sprinkle a little something on it. It is what it is, right? So this Kansas City Royals and Baltimore Orioles game, I'm fine with whatever bet you want to look at. That's fine with me. We can take a look at let's see. Let me see. Matter of fact, let's see. No, yeah, no, yeah. Let me see something. Okay, let's go to Kansas City Royals. Oh shit. Marsh, expected slugging. K percentages are kind of ducked off. Let me see if I can draw this out a little bit more. Get that K percentage in there. So Marsh K percentage was at 24%. Cole Irvin was at 24. Both of these guys barrel weights can be up a little bit. The four seamers and the sinkers. So it is what it is, right? Expected batting average. I think this game can get over, or they can put up runs in this spot here. So, um, who is that? Alec Marsh. Hmm. Okay. What was this K percent? This K. Okay, so Alec Marsh, he's the one who got a decent little K rate at 24. Going up against the Baltimore Orioles, but I don't think he faced them last year. He had to face them. He didn't face them last year. He had some good K outings 6, 6, 5, 6, 9, 11. That was pretty impressive there. 11 versus Tampa Bay. But yeah, so he had some pretty nice K outings there. He got some K stuff. Can give up a few runs here and there. Only gave up more than 3 runs 3 times last year, 4 times last year. Um, hmm, the long ball. It is what it is, right? I'm gonna lean towards the over in this game here, like I had already leaned. Cincinnati Reds and Philadelphia Phillies here, right? Didn't we have weather implications for this Philly game? Yeah, there's still a lot of rain around Philly, but the latest models have it coming in much lighter during the game time. I'm starting to think they managed to play through some of the light showers, right? So who I'm looking at here, and y'all already know, going right back to the well with. I'm gonna go right back to the well with. Um, I'll be looking at Jake Fraley again. We got over under 8. These guys were probably maybe just a hit parlay or something like that. Jake Fraley and Benson. Those are my guys, man. Those are my guys. Uh, Will Benson, man, on the road, on at home, whatever, versus righties. That's one of my favorite players. Splits, right? Versus righties, right? So it is what it is, right? 2023 versus righties. I just take just some of his advanced numbers here. He's batting second so far, 147 WRC plus. Um, on the road versus righties, actually a little bit better, 960 OPS, 211 isolated power, 541 slugging. So he was a little bit better on the road. All right, baseball kid. All right, baseball kid. He was a little bit better on the road. So, it is what it is, right? And Jake Fraley, and also Yamir Candelario, right? You can look at those guys for at least a hit. Not I'm probably ain't looking at nothing too spectacular with an over under 8. If they were at home, I probably would take their hits, runs, and RBIs. But Jake Fraley, Yamir Candelario, and Will Benson. I like those guys for hits. Um, as I didn't really, I'm not really targeting the pitchers right now. Ashcraft shown some really good. He's shown some promise last year. Ran to a rough patch, but he did show some promise last year. So I don't know if I'm gonna get to him. I'm probably not. Right. So it is what it is. Right. But I do like those bats. If I had to take one, it would probably it'd be a hard decision. If I had to at least take one of those bats, it'd be a hard decision. I'll tell you that right now. But you can add those guys to the hit parlays if you wanted to. Los Angeles Angels at Miami Marlins here. Um, I wanted to lean towards Miami Marlins here on the money line or for parlay or whatever the case may be, but I couldn't talk you off the strikeout prop for Luzardo. I think he gave these guys 7 strikeouts last year. Coming out fresh, Luzardo is coming out fresh. Luzardo is pretty decent, so I couldn't talk you off the over strikeouts for him, right? And then I'm not Tyler Anderson should be a lefty. So um Jake Berger, I mean, he's been on fire. He's a part of that lefty, that semi. Yeah, Tyler Anderson is a lefty. He's a part of that semi lefty, crew. You know what? Do I can use some of my? I keep forgetting to use. I got to incorporate. Say, I got to incorporate my outlier into baseball. I just be forgetting, right? Because I do things the long way in baseball because it's a lot more things that you need to look into. But I can use outlier. So let's see. Right. So yeah. Um so let's say specifically I'm looking at Jake Berger, right? Jake Berger, Jake Berger, Jake Berger, Jake Berger. Josh Chisholm been on fire as well. Uh but it'd be nice for them to pull up Jake Berger, right? Unless I have to go in manually and do this, which I hate doing this. So I will. Tim Anderson too. He's been known to hit lefties, right? Coming over him and Jake Berger came over from that Chicago White Sox team who only hit lefties. So I'm fine with Tim Anderson in some shape, form, or fashion as well. So, I didn't look at none of his numbers either. So go to the matchups real quick. Um, mm, Miami versus left-hand pitching. Um, Tim Anderson averaging three, three, 300 there. Bill. But I'm looking at Jake Berger, right? Head to head versus he must be 1 for 2 or something, or 2 or 4. He must be 2 or 4. It's not showing me where he's at, or whatever the case may be. He will strike out too, but he's been on fire, right? Um, injuries. Where do I get to the pitch mix and shit like that? Let's see. Okay, here we go. So, the versus that. So he's throwing out that fastball, that changeup, and that cutter. That fastball, Jake Berger. He's got a high K percentage in it, but he's hitting it right. Um, that changeup, not so much. That cutter, he likes that cutter. Low K percentage. Woba looks good. What's up, Slayer? Woba looks good. It is what it is, right? So, and then that, what is that? Right. So I won't look too much in that sinker and things like that. But that sinker, he's hitting that, whatever the case may be, whatever the case they may be, right? But he's been on fire. So I can't really talk you off numbers from him, right? You could take him for a hit all the way up to a home run. He's got a hit in when did the season start? Right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight games. He's at least got a hit. His hits, runs, and RBIs. He's hit that in 5 straight games, sitting at 1.5. So you can look at that. Home runs, I know he's got 1 or 2. He doesn't have a home run. This might be the time. He has an RBI in 5 straight games. So he has an RBI. He's been in fuego. A run in 4 to 5 last games. So when you're looking at those runs, like if you're on the books or whatever the case may be, let's say an RBI plus money. A run minus 125. So, it's ways that you can get around to things, right? A home run for him. What about his total bases? When I get the pointing shit out, it don't hit, right? He hit 1.5 total bases, 3 of his last 5 games. So it is what it is, right? But yeah, Jake Berger's been on one. Pitches look good in the pitching area, whatever the case may be with that, right? I do want to take a look at Tim Anderson. I don't want to take a look at Tim Anderson. If y'all from Chicago, y'all know anything about the White Sox or whatever the case may be, they were okay team versus lefties, right? So, like I said, he's batting 300 versus lefties. Dude, he's in play. He's in play. But I didn't want to go too deep off all these bats here. What I was looking at here, of course, Trout is Trout, right? He's Trout. He hit 2 bombs yesterday. You don't need me to talk about Trout, right? So on the other side, Jake Berger, you can look at Jake Berger, Trout. Honorable mention, Tim Anderson. There's some other bats that I didn't really jot down. And then I probably wouldn't take the under strikeouts for Luzardo. I wouldn't take the under. I lean towards the over. Will I get to it? I don't know, right? So that's where I'm at with that game. Oh, Texas Rangers at Tampa Bay Rays. Haney and Eflin, right? So, once upon a time, I love to bet Haney's strikeouts, man. I love to bet his strikeouts. I'm taking his strikeouts. It's not an official play. It's not anything of that nature. I'm taking his strikeouts because it's plus money, and I'll probably tease it down to maybe 4 in the same game parlay. I mean, in a parlay, you know what I'm saying? I could even go to 3 for him. You know what I'm saying? If I'm just trying to get to a bankroll builder, but when he's tossing them, oh, he can bury this 4.5 number. He can throw you 6, 7, 8, 9. But if he ain't on, that motherfucker is not on. So he's volatile. Okay, he's very volatile. This is not a play that I'm giving out. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm playing it for a little money. If it hits, it hits. If it don't, it don't. I'm telling you that right now. Um, Eflin, right? Man, I've been on Josh Young for a few games. He hurt himself. I think he hurt his wrist or his hand or something. His wrist. Yeah, man. He will, man. He will. That's why I don't even recommend, putting it. What's he been doing, man? Let's see what he's been doing. Haney, what's he been doing in the what did he do in spring training, man? Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Game log. Let's see. Spring training. So right, San Francisco Giants, 2 innings, 1 hit, a walk, hit by pitch, 5 Ks, 2 innings, right? Um, and then you got this Haney. You got 3 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 4 Ks, right? That Haney, you got that Haney, right? And then you got this Haney, right, versus Cleveland, which Cleveland don't strike out a lot, but you got the 5 hits, 5 inning pitched, 5 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts versus a team that don't strike out much. You know what I'm saying? So you can get this Haney or you can get this Haney, right? This 2 innings, 5 Ks. You can get that Haney if you're looking, if you look hard enough, right? This ain't the matchup though. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm not giving it out, and that's why it's like plus money, man. This Tampa Bay Rays team, what you say, my guy? Oh shit! You say, let me span this out a little bit more. Wow, it won't let me expand it. Dang, what's up with that, man? 1 second, y'all. My fault. Shit just be tripping on me, man. Straight up. I think that. Let me see. I think that Haney and Zach. I think that Haney and Zach. I think that Haney and Zach last on first inning is a good gamble. Yeah, for sure. That sounds good. Definitely does. It sounds good. I like it. I like it. Sounds good. I'm just trying to do something, man. My fault, y'all. I'm trying to do something. And it's not letting me do what I'm trying to do. But I guess. All right, so uh yeah, so and yeah, this team here, this team here versus lefties though, they were pretty good. They were pretty good. They were pretty good versus lefties, man. Tampa Bay. Uh One guy that kind of stood out to me was a Rosarina. But we know, like, matter of fact, let me go to let me go here, right? I'm going to go to the Rays, and then I'm going to go to some matchups here. Let's see. Mm. I just clicked on Harold Ramirez right here since you said that. um, I'll show you. Well, let's see. I was looking at. I'm all over the place, man. So let's see. Tampa Bay Rays versus Andrew Haney. Um, Paredes is probably he's he's probably 2 for 2 versus him, right? Um, Yandy Diaz 7 at bats. Um, versus left hand pitching in general. Let's just try that. So Yandy Diaz 1,000 OPS there. Rosarina 828. Um, Hanley Ramirez 966. So those are some bats. If they get to him, that's who's gonna get to him, right? Those are gonna be the guys. Last year, last year, um, let's see. Last year, 2023 team. Let me filter that. Let me filter that back up. Last year, 2023 team versus left-hand pitching at home. Let's say at home. Let's update this, right? Let's go advanced. How about that? Spread that out a little bit. Let's go advanced. K percentage. Let's take a look at that. Tampa Bay Rays. They were 13th in Ks. WRC plus for them. Tampa Bay Rays was number 1 versus left-hand pitching at home WRC plus. Yikes. Slugging. They were top 5. Batting average. They were top 6. Isolated power. Top 6 last year, right? On some of those numbers, right? Kind of scary. It's definitely a scary situation for somebody like Haney, who could who could who could very well get lose control. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a scary situation for him. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna get to him though. I'm gonna get to him. It's early. It's early. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna take his strikeouts, but I'm not going to. I'm not like super giving it out or anything of that nature, right? I'm gonna take his strikeouts, and then I'm gonna leave it at that, right? I'm gonna leave it at that. And like I said, I was looking at Randy Rosarina, but really all three of those guys, Ramirez, Rosarina, Yandy Diaz. If you looking to get to some bats, those are some bats that you can probably get to right there, right? Those are some guys that you can Paredes, those are some bats that you could probably get to. Okay, we do have an over under of what in this spot? Um, Over under of 8.5. So runs are expected to be put up here. So we'll see, right? Do we have weather implications in this one here? Tampa Bay? No, we don't, right? No, we don't. We don't. Okay. Uh, I didn't extensify my research and go into a lot of. Now we got weather implications here. You guys can go back and check the weather, but I'm tempted to take a stab at my strikeouts. But I gotta wait for the weather, man. I gotta wait for the weather here. I probably want to take a stab at it. I don't know. I don't know what his leash is going to be like. 3.5. I do got it penciled in as a parlay piece, but we will see, right? We will see. If 4 strikeouts, I would probably give him the benefit of the doubt. But like I said, we do have weather implications, and that weather says orange, raining all day, eventually tapering off tonight. They could maybe have a late start and get things dry out a bit, then play at 9 p.m. or so. I'll be watching Twitter or whatever the case may be to see if they try to get it in after the rain settles, right? So that's one thing I'll be looking for in this spot. Colorado Rockies and the Cubs. Um, Freeland can go on the road and do a little something, be a little disciplined sometimes. He gets a lot of flack for being a course, you know what I'm saying? But I need to check the wind and stuff like that, right? Because it's a possibility that the wind can help out some bats here. I don't know. Or the weather. Which were the weather implications was that? Chicago Cubs. Same forecast. It's green though. Same forecast as Chicago White Sox. Rain should be clearing in time to play ball tonight. Even if a late start is needed, winds are left to right, out to right at 15 miles an hour. Again, I think the cold temps are a greater impact than winds, and consider this a good pitching weather. So if it's good pitching weather, I can give, I can give, I can give, I give, I would probably give him the benefit of the doubt. Um, Assad for those 5Ks, I probably won't be playing it, but I'll lean towards the over. Okay, I'll lean towards the over. Not too much on the bats right now. Uh, Not a sexy total here. A 7 total is just not sexy for me. Oh, it's up at 8 right now, so we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a hit from somebody like Morel or somebody like Morel or I forget the kid's name. We gave the money to Bellinger, but I'm not too much on that game, right? The Cubs, the Astros, and the White Sox. I mean, the Braves and the White Sox. The weather. What did he say about this one? Same forecast as the White Sox. So same thing. Should be clear now. Now, interesting, right? So we're at over under 9 here. We have Gary Crochet on the mound, right? Um, I can see him getting fucked up, or I can see him hitting his K's prop. I can see him going both ways, man, straight up. I can see it go either way. You know what I'm saying? From what I seen last game, he came out pitched pretty good. What do you have? 8 Ks, 9 Ks? looked pretty good, man. Crochet looked pretty good. Last outing, um, check his game log. Um, yeah, he pitched versus. Of course, it was Detroit, but I mean, 6 inning pitch, 8 strikeouts, 1 run, no walks. How many pitches was thrown? I have to go back and look and see how many pitches he thrown. But it is what it is, right? This is a gambling play. This is definitely a gambling play here. Your ass would be fighting with fire with this one. Only thing about this is this motherfucking they motherfuckers are treacherous versus lefties, right? So if you just on some if you're just on some Atlanta Braves type shit, do your thing. I already know. I already know what they do. You know what I'm saying? I already know what they do. If you're on the Atlanta Braves shit and type shit, then hey, it is what it is, right? Versus left hand pitching, what was that? 2023. Atlanta Braves K percentage. Damn. Okay, they was 24th, man. Versus left hand pitching, right? What about left hand pitching on the road? Mm. Yeah. Don't look good. Don't look good. There's multiple ways you can. I'm trying to be a Sox fan, man, but I'm trying to. I can't. I'm just a Cubs fan, man. But hey, trying to find ways for Crochet to be good here. So hey, it is what it is, right? But man, y'all know what them Braves can do, man. Straight up, y'all know what them Braves can do. I ain't gotta, I'll expand this, right? Like y'all know what the Braves can do. This is just a left hand batters in general versus left hand pitching in general. Last year WRC plus they was number one. They was number one versus left hand. Um, Isolated power 233. That's probably number one, man. Straight up, by damn near 30 points. Like slugging number one by damn near 50. Like yeah, man, batting average almost 300 versus lefties, man. So could be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? They could probably put up 11 runs by their goddamn self, 9 runs by their goddamn self. Let's take a look and see. For the people who probably thinking about, hey, for the people who probably thinking about, hey, maybe so the team total for the Braves sitting at 5.5. They just put up 9 yesterday. Total runs, alternate total runs, you can get them at over 5.5 for plus money, 6.5 for plus money, 7.5 for plus money, 8.5 for plus money, plus 420. Um, but he did. This is a different team though. But he said rain likely clears before first pitch. Cold temps versus wind blowing out to center. But he said, yeah, well, I'll take the temps. They call it better pitching weather than better hitting weather, right? Better pitching weather than better hitting weather. I don't know what to think about that one, man, because anything can happen, right? I don't know, right? But y'all know, right? Anything can happen. Whatever you like, I'm fine with it. Whatever you like, I'm fine with it. And then the Toronto Blue Jays at Houston Astros. Not a big fan of this of Valdez as of lately last year, and to this he just said, "Man, I don't know what happened. What's going on with him? Maybe he need to fine tune some of his mechanics. What, man? But it's Toronto Blue Jays show the ability to hit lefties. Okay, you can get to the normal suspects if you want to. Um, I can probably. hey, you can get to the normal suspects if you want to. Uh, for the Toronto Blue Jays, they shown the ability to hit lefties. I would look towards the lean towards the over here, and Jordan has been man, bro, like man. Let me expand this shit, right? So, look, man, like I told y'all, my boy. Yeah, I've been telling y'all about Yana Diaz, right? Um, Last year he's been a monster, right? At home versus righties. Let me see. Go back over this shit again, right? I got a ton of his in yesterday. Not Yandy. Not Yandy. I got a ton of his in yesterday. And was all over Soler. I took his home run and I took his runs and RBIs. He got there for the his runs and RBIs at the last bat. But that salvage that helped me get my money back for the home run. But either way, um, yeah, right. So splits, right? 2024. Let's start there. I went over this shit, but I'm telling you, bro, I'll just go to his advanced numbers, man. At home versus righties, man, like, yes, please, right? 17% K rate, average 307, slugging 599. You could compare the numbers, between lefties, whatever case may be. 150 WRC plus, but no, at home versus righties. I'm sorry, 194 WRC plus and 1,000 OPS. 336 isolated power, uh, and 358 batting average at home versus righties. This is at home, right? Some of his numbers right now. Well, this is still last year. Versus right hand pitching. Let's say at home versus right hand pitching. His home runs and shit. 13. He had what? Oh, I'm tripping. He had 23 home runs, 13 come on from home versus righties. Like I say, he was batting 358. That was last year. This year, he's right off to that motherfucker. Same start. He's hitting that ground running, right? Versus right hand pitching, he's hitting both right now though. But versus right hand pitching, yeah, he's hitting. He's got okay. So he split the home runs yesterday. That must have been a home run split yesterday because he hit two bombs yesterday. He hit one versus righty and one versus a lefty, right, back to back. No, not back to back outings. What happened? I missed the first home run, right? Then I went back and I betted next plate appearance for a home run. Next plate appearance for a home run, multi hit, whatever the case may be. Then he might have struck out. Then the next plate appearance, he hit another home run. So I was like, I was destined to lose yesterday, but still, at home versus righties, he's still been crushing them. His numbers looking. I mean, this is right now. This is a super itty bitty small sample size, but goodness gracious, he's smoking hot. Come out the gate, he's hot. So I'll probably be looking to stay on that train. Um, Jordan Alvarez, yes, he needs to come through, bro. He needs to come through. He needs to come through. I don't even have to go to none of his numbers or nothing like that. He needs to come through though, bro. He needs to come through. You know what I'm saying? And I'm losing money. We married at this point. We married at this point. So one thing I was looking at since today is Dinger Tuesday. Here's what I did. Right, I went here to Outlier. I went to Outlier. Where is it? Okay. I'll filter this. Let's see. I took it right. I took it. And I went to home runs. Right. I went to home runs. I did this yesterday too. I went to home runs just to see what they was gonna give me. Excuse me. Apply. Bam. Home runs. Right. Then I had to filter sort by. Let's see. Let me go over here. Let me just filter it out this way. I'll filter to odds. I go to odds from plus, I'll say plus 200. to plus 500, right? I'll say plus 500, 540. That's cool. Okay, close that out. This is showing me over, over, over. All right, so this is showing me. This is not showing me what I want to see. 21 players. Oh, this is just showing me from one game. Okay, yeah, right. So from the league, um, the percentages here. This is implied probability and the conversion of betting odds into a percentage. Right. So I guess it's long story short, this is the best. These guys have the best percentage of hitting a home run. Today, I want to say, Judge at the top, Jordan Alvarez right behind him, Soler. All three guys that I've been on and been on, right? Then here come the Braves, right? Duval, Ozuna, Olson, Buxton, Riley. Um, how long is this list? Because I'm not going to keep going. Hoskins, Kepler, Kuna, Wallner, Seager. Can't forget about Seager. Can't forget about Luis Robert either. Tell him Jake Berger. We talked about Jake Berger. Shohei, of course. Ozzy, whatever. Um, Santander, Kyle Tucker, Christian Yelich is up there. Contreras is up there. Those were two bets that I talked about the first game. And then Freelick, we could take him for hit runs and RBIs. Trout, yes, please. These lefties here versus, I forgot the pitcher name, but Gorman and the other kid, Trevor Story. I'm looking for a bounce back year for Trevor Story. Looking for a bounce back year for Trevor Story. I think he hit a bomb yesterday. Don't quote me on that. Um, I heard people talking about Christian Walker, Yandy Diaz versus. I talked about Paredes. Talked about Paredes, man. Sano, Remuto. Who else? Gunnar Henderson, Yania Diaz. My guy. And you getting good money for him. Those are all 17. But I'm going down though. I'm reaching. Oh, that's the bottom of the list. So this could be a starting point. And if you like this tool, like I said, the link is in my bio for this tool. The link is in the bio for this tool here. Brian Hefner says, Brian Pfeffer says, Phillies burnt me last night. Still hit for $70. That's good, man. Anytime, you know what I'm saying? Anytime we come out on top, I love it, right? I love it, right? So, yeah, that's where I was at. I was looking at, some home run stuff, man. Maybe I might do a $5 round robin and pick some home runs from here. But it is what it is, right? Let me take this filter off. What filters do I have on here? Clear them. Trash. There you go. Okay. Now, okay. Let's see. What game was on? The White Sox. Oh yeah. So I was leaning here. I think I was leaning towards the over. I'm gonna lean towards the over in this one. Blue Jays and Astros at 8.5. We'll see, right? Small lean towards the over. I don't know if I'll get there. St. Louis Cardinals at San Diego Padres. Pitching matchup here. Darvish, McCullers. I think Goldie does have good numbers versus him. Goldschmidt, but versus Darvish, but I want to say he's pitching his worst versus lefties. Not a game that I really want to target there. His strikeouts could be in play. Don't know if I'm gonna go there. Never know. I might put him in a parlay. But I wasn't looking to bet him straight. It's only a couple lefties in this lineup, I would say. So in the St. Louis lineup. So if he is pitching his worst versus lefties, then There's not many lefties back. What do you got? I forget their names. Maybe is it Gorman and who else? I think there's a leadoff lefty, man. I forget his name, but yeah, maybe that maybe these Cardinals bats gonna wake up. If not, they probably are woke. But not too much for this game. Not too much for this game. I don't have too much for this game. Boston Red Sox and Oakland Athletics. I'm gonna have to continue to roll with the Red Sox here. Bayo on the mound. His strikeouts came out 5.5. I have interest in this 5.5. I think I could keep on. Sometimes they can get to batters can get to Bayo, but his first start. Is this his first start? Probably is. Don't give me the jumping out there, but I'll probably give him a benefit of the doubt here. Lean towards the over 5.5 strikeouts. Boston Red Sox. It'll be Boston Red Sox money line parlays, run line straights, right? So you'll get that Boston Red Sox money line at 148, run line at plus 106. On the road though versus Alex Wood, but it is what it is, right? Devers, I'll be looking at Devers at least for probably a hit parlay. I forgot what other. I probably didn't have any other bats here. Let me see. I did say Trevor Story. Keep an eye on Trevor Story, man. I'm looking for him to have a bounce back year. He can hit bombs, okay? So we'll see, right? I didn't really look into a lot of bats. Where we at? Cleveland Guardians, Seattle Mariners. Seattle Mariners have been striking out here. Bieber does have that shit. He just opened up with 11 Ks. Let's see if he can keep it going. His K is sitting at 6.5. I probably wouldn't take the under here. I might take the over. I lean towards the over, but I might tease him down to 6 and see what I can get here. I might tease him down to 6 in parlays, but I lean towards the over strikeouts for him versus this Saints versus this team here. If I lose this strikeout bet. If I lose this strikeout bet, man, I'll probably just fall back because what y'all gonna learn over the course of the year is I don't really mess with the Seattle team like that. I don't have no hate for them, but for gambling purposes, all the way back from last year, I could not catch him. If Julio heats up, then I'll probably try to catch Julio, but he's gonna have to heat up for me first. I'm not searching for him. Luis Castillo. I was looking at some numbers for him. He could have some issues with lefties. If you want to take a chance and go look at that, he could have some issues with lefties. So take a look at that if you want. If I'm taking a side in this one here, I might be leaning towards Cleveland here. I might be leaning towards Cleveland. That's where the value's at plus 102. Might live bet it. I do have this one here as a tie, I believe. Coming out as a parlay piece for a tie. I don't bet hits run. I mostly bet ties unless I'm betting straight. If I'm going to a parlay piece, I got to go with a tie. If I could find it, result. Yeah, I had a tie here, and a minus 160 is a parlay piece. Each team might score one run. It's a big enough park, but the Nerfy no runs first inning is juiced up at about minus 140 right now, so I don't want to pay that juice. But I think it can happen. Maybe if I was on it last night, then that's some there. So you could look at if they got the less up there for them. I don't mind getting to less, right? I don't mind getting to less, right? On Prize Picks or something like that. Are we done yet? This is Wednesday. Okay, this New York Yankees and Diamondbacks, Nestor Cortez and Arizona. Arizona been hitting lefties. So undecided because I'm trying to decipher what these numbers are for New York Yankees. So last year they wasn't hitting righties pretty that much. They hitting them right now. They hitting right now. The Yankees hitting lefties and righties right now. Um, Zach Gallen, first game, didn't look how we wanted him to look. I could probably give him the benefit of the doubt here. I think he fanned the shit out of their ass last year. I think he probably had at least 6 Ks to 8 or 6 to 9 Ks between that area, something like that. Uh, Zach Gallen should be looking for a bounce back outing versus this team. Judge can go yard at any given time. They got some pop in their bats over here in New York. Here, right? Ketel Marte is a bat that I was looking at here versus Nestor Cortez. Ketel Marte is probably my favorite bat on this Arizona side. Couldn't talk you off some Christian Walker either. So those two bats I wouldn't mind getting to at least for a hit. On the New York side of things, I'm still trying to figure it out. Judges do. Like, I can never talk off anything for Judge. Um, could he give us one on Dinger Tuesday? Yes, he could. I generally like to target games where I think bombs are gonna they're gonna hit bombs no matter what, so I can at least get some of my money back if my pick don't hit. But that's neither. I mean, I ain't gonna say that's neither here or there, but it is what it is. Small lean towards Arizona in this spot here. Not gonna fade them. If I'm betting this game, I'm taking Arizona on the money line. Arizona or nothing, right? What's the money line number here? You're gonna get good numbers for either one of the teams, so take what you like. I probably lean towards Arizona here, right? And the last game on the docket here, um, I did see we had now I think they got a pitching change here. So we gotta wait and see what the pitching change gonna look like here. What the pitching gonna look like here? Logan Webb. Logan Webb is a guy that can get out there and go 17 and a half, right? He can hit his innings prop. His innings prop probably come out at 17 and a half here, but I don't want to go there, right? I don't want to go there right now. Uh, Pitching outs, let's see. His pitching outs probably 17 and a half. He can hit this number. He hit this number versus opening day. Can he get past those bats? That's the thing, right? If you think he can go out there and get past those bats, then I can't talk you off of it. But even if you want to just fade him this game, look for him to go for 17 and a half. Look for him to hit this number next game. Right? If you just want to fade him against the Dodgers, I can totally understand that. And they got Castillo at 18. Oh, that's his. Oh, Logan Webb is a goblin at 17 and a half. What the fuck is his regular outs then? Shit. Well, they probably not even give you that 17 and a half because they know he's gonna go there. What is this? They only giving you no, I'm not taking that. He might go out there and hit that though, bro. He might, but I ain't taking that. I don't care if he hit it or not. I'm not taking that right now. I guess. All right. First game is coming out. And I had these guys over here in round robin form, so you guys can see. This was the same thing. I could have just ran this shit off, but I wanted to tell you guys. Over 8.5 runs, lean towards Milwaukee. All these are lean. Nothing here is an official play. Randy Rosarina record a hit. You can add Yandy Diaz to that, Ramirez to that. Haney, 4.5 strikeouts is just a lean. Honorable mention, Jake Burger, he's been on fire. Trout, I'm not even gonna put him up there because he is Trout. He is him. Luzardo, 6.5 strikeouts, lean towards the over. Yelich, I like Yelich. Well, for wherever you want to take him for. Sal Frelick, hits, runs, and RBIs. You could probably take him straight for a hit if you want. Casey Mize, if it wasn't, this is a wait and see thing for the weather. 3.5 strikeouts. If we can get this game played with no with no weather concerns, I would consider taking his 3.5 Ks. Gro- Crochet, like I'm not even gonna talk about this guy, right? Because he's going against the Braves. If I'm gonna just skip past that, I might take that shit down. Um, um, Toronto Blue Jays. I lean towards the over, right? Yanya Diaz for the Houston Rockets, Houston Astros. Elisa hit. Um, Jordan Alvarez, bro. Just man, I'm gonna have to take Jordan Alvarez for a home run today, man. Just because, right? William Contreras is a home run candidate. William Benson and Jake Fraley, these guys are in play for at least a hit, along with Candelario at least a hit. Bieber lean towards the over, might go there, might not. The park, it's a pitcher's park. He's supposed to hit his Ks. We'll see. Coming off an 11K game, I lean towards the over and the tie for the first inning. Boston Sox, Red Sox money line. You could go to a player performance double for something like a 5Ks and a win for Bayo. I think that'd be plus money. That should be plus money. Let's take a look. In fact, let's take a look. Player performance doubles. Oh, this is FanDuel. I'm tripping. Let's take a look here. And a lot of these games, man, you can look at player performance doubles, man. The strikeouts for the, what game was that? I didn't fucking forgot. Oh, Boston. Boston. Let's take a look at the player performance doubles here. Those player performance doubles always come out as strikeouts, right? So they might be in the pitcher's props. And I don't see him. But we don't need that to have it. I could easily manually do a player performance double. And this ain't even the fucking Boston game. But y'all get my drift. Y'all get my drift. That's what it's looking like. Let me see. Let's get a ticket real quick over here on Prospects. Let's get a ticket, right? What do I have over here already? Andrew Heaney, 4.5 strikeouts. Bayo, 6.5 strikeouts. 6.5 strikeouts, and for Casey Myers and all this. I'm gonna clear this shit out, right? Now they won't give you Haney's regular strikeout prop. They won't give it to you. And they might be saving me, right? What's his fancy score? So they won't give you a fancy score either. I think every inning you get three. You get three points for each inning. If you go five, that's 15. I think you get three for a strikeout. If you get three for a strikeout, 5Ks, 5 innings, that's 30 points. Um, and then you get docked for some shit. I forget. You get docked for this and that, right? Either way it go, let's go to strikeouts, pitcher strikeouts. Let's go. Fuck it, man. Bieber. Let's go, Bieber. Um, I really want to go to this Zach Gallen so bad, bro. I really want to go to this Zach Gallen so bad. I do, right? I really want to go to this Zach Gallen bad. Eunice, right? Eunice is a lefty, right? Eunice. Righty, righty. Hmm. Where was he at? Where the fuck did he come from and all this bullshit? Like, all right, I just looked at that. Right. Hmm. He was yeah, he was with San Francisco. They did a lot of let's see, versus right hand pitching. Minnesota was number one last year. Minnesota was a striking out ass team last year. They cleaned it up at the end. They were striking out. So Minnesota ended the season at number one in Ks versus righties, but they cleaned it up last year. I remember that. Where they at? On the road, away. Let's see. They was finished at number two still. They cleaned it up a little bit. Bro, I couldn't talk you off his strikeouts, man. Couldn't talk you off his strikeouts. Take another look at but you know what though? Let's see. Let me expand this real quick. How did they hit them motherfuckers though? They was hitting them though. Minnesota in general versus right hand in general. They was number 5 in WRC plus. No, not number 5, but yeah, Minnesota was number 5 to finish the season. What about this year? What are they doing? Just taking a look at a little bit of a sample size. Minnesota, 78 pitches, not enough. At least a couple hundred. I could have said something, but these guys are the favorites, man. These guys are the favorites. Milwaukee are the favorites. I couldn't talk you off the strikeout prop for Jakob Yunis, man. I couldn't talk you off the strikeout prop for him, right? What else we got here? Fuck it, man. Get in there, Haney. Get in there. 4.5. Like, get out there and get him before you get touched up, right? Assad. I want to take a stab at Assad. Going up against Baltimore, Bayo. They won't give you Bayo's regular strikeout prop, right? So I guess they said Bieber. They won't give you Bieber's regular strikeout prop either, right? Let's go Bieber. Unless I'm just late on it. Okay, I got that in. Bayo. I might take a stab at Bayo though. 17 and a half pitching outs. Fancy score, 5 Ks. Let's go fancy score for Bayo, right? Maybe get the win. I think you get. I forgot what the scoring is. Let's go with this fancy score. Let's go over to some fancy scores then. No, let's go to what's my boy name? Luzardo. I wonder if they had his K's, then they took it down, man. Straight up. Fuck, man. 6.5. I'll take the 6.5, man. I'll take the 7.5, really. But how many plays do I got? Fuck it, man. Toss the 7.5 in there. Get in, get out. I'm only tossing 5 on this. And the first, this how we know we're gonna take it. Let me see. What's the boy's name? Yelich. Home run, total bases, hits, runs, and RBIs. 2.5 is a goblin. A demon. Yelich. How about we go 2.5? What about 2.5? 1.5? Go 1.5. Go 2.5, man. Go 2.5, man. Go 2.5, man. Straight up. Yelich, get on base. Let's just go 1.5, man. Let's just go 1.5. Thanks, Ryan Miller, man. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. Let's go 1.5, right? And I did like Contreras and Contreras and Frelick, right? Contreras. Total base. Wilson Contreras, William hits runs and RBIs at 1.5. I love hits runs and RBIs, guys. I love them. A run, a demon for him for a run, uh, a demon for an RBI, and a demon for hit 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Where the fuck do I go? Help me out, y'all. Show me what I take. Um, Meanwhile, I'll take a look at Frelick. I'm gonna take 2 of these bats. Total base, 1.5 total bases, 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Um, 1.5 singles, 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Hitter fantasy score 6.5. Half RBI. You know what though? I'm gonna settle for. I'm gonna go back to Contreras. I'm gonna take his 1.5. Give him a chance to bring in Yelich and Frelick, right? So that's how we're gonna look at that. Just a little early, something. If we can get past these, if I can get past these two, then I know the ticket got some legs, right? But it is what it is, man. Nothing spectacular, man. Don't blow your loads, y'all. Don't blow y'all loads, man. Put $5 on this and have a good day with that, right? Um, Mainly going over the slate is the best thing, right? Going over the slate, right? Um, I don't have a single home run play that I'm, right now, and it's I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know why not, man. I don't have a single home run play, man. Maybe because I'm betting it. I'm betting it today. I'm betting it. I'm betting that Dinger Tuesday, but I probably need a little bit of time, man. Probably need a little bit more time. Probably need a little bit more time, right? So y'all want to take a quick look at that real quick, and for the people who probably gonna catch this video and skim right through it, all of these are leans, right? All of them are leans. Some good spots that I explained throughout the video. Um, all of these are some spots that I explained throughout the video. Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that for everybody, man. Might pop out for basketball, might not, right? At the end of the day, if I do, it'll be an hour before lock for MLB. I mean for NBA. Keep your notifications on, whatever the case may be. Peace out, y'all. Peace out, right? Peace out.